Hey friends, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm your host Kelly Pally, and today we're looking at part 2 of our list of dumbest Flash moments. Oh yes. So the Flash has definitely had quite a history, but for this video we'll be focusing on some more of the Bronze and Silver Age era Flash stories, because, you know, the Silver Age was ridiculous. And no hero got out of that era without a few questionable moments. And at 10, the Trial of the Flash. Time to get homicidal. So the Trial of the Flash was part of a story arc that ran for several issues in 1984. Flash kills the Reverse Flash and has to go on a trial for manslaughter, but despite his legal woes, keeps getting attacked by villains in his rogue gallery, which results in his face becoming disfigured. The Kid Flash actually testifies against him on trial too, and it features some of the funniest covers in Flash canon, including him lying in the fetal position in a prison cell. And at number 9 we have Robot Assassination. This one takes place in the future, the year 2971 to be exact, where a robotic John Wilkes Booth is attempting to kill a robotic Abraham Lincoln, who is leader of the Earth West, which he does, and it gets weird. Anyway, the reason they're in the future in the first place is to visit Iris's parents, so I'll just leave you guys with that to think about. Glad that Walking TV though told them that Abe Lincoln died. Always useful. And at number 8 we've got Music Festivals Aren't Always Fun. This one's from a story called The Evil Sound of Music. Real creative title there, DC. Barry Allen was attending music festivals before it was cool. In issue 207 of The Flash from June 1971, Barry and his wife Iris decide to go to a music festival. But oh no guys, cause Sargon the Sorcerer also goes, and oh god, the drama that ensues. Never want to run into your frenemies at music festivals, totally kills the vibe. Anyway, Sargon uses magic to take control of the music. Demons show up, the music turns to shrieking, and overall it's just a bad trip. And at 7, Assassinating the President. Almost. This one's from Flash issue 200. Also known as Count 200 and Die. In 1970, a foreign spy named Dr. Lou brainwashes the Flash into thinking he is bringing hairspray to his wife when he is really attempting to assassinate the President of the United States. Common mistake happens to all of us, doesn't it? So this brainwashing makes Flash think that Dr. Lou is his wife, and the hairspray, well, it's actually a laser gun. But don't worry guys, because Dr. Lou then kisses him and gives herself away, because it's not the brand of lipstick that Iris usually wears, so Flash snaps out of it, because lipstick flavors they're not really that different, but I guess we'll let that one slide. And at 6, he gets his leg stolen. In the Flash issue number 146, one of Flash's rogues, Mirror Master, steals his legs, which just so happens to be responsible for his super speed in this one, even though Speed Force. So this issue starts off with Flash taking a success course, and one of his classmates is actually Mirror Master in disguise. But don't worry, because then he reveals himself, goes up in front of the class, gloats for a little bit, and then runs away after using a new mirror weapon that somehow switches their legs. So Mirror Master is crazy fast and knocks out the Flash. But that's fine, because this was all basically for nothing, since they then return to class, Mirror Master has his legs switched back, and then Flash punches him unconscious. Like I said, Silver Age, don't question it. And at 5 we have The Flash vs. Turtle Man. What's the ideal nemesis for the fastest man ever? Oh, a turtle. Yeah, for sure. First appearing in 1956, you can only guess as to how Flash takes this one on. So after Turtle Man robs a bank, the Flash chases him after he escapes via boat. The Flash is like, hey, no problem, I can run across the water because I'm super fast. But turns out his speed actually pushes the boat further away from him, and he literally says, since I can't capture the rowboat by running after it, I'll have to stop it by not running after it. Sheer brilliance. He realizes that that won't work because, you know, he's running on top of water and would fall into it if he stopped, so he just runs circles around the boat instead, creating a vortex, and then catches Turtle Man in his arms and brings him to the police. How romantic. Up next at number 4 we have Colonel Computron. Okay, first off guys, look at him. We can all be in agreement that he looks, well, really dumb. Second, when the Flash faces off against him in the early 80s, I guess the writers were like, yo, let's just make a villain that's totally into technology. Cool, what can he do? Well, he'll use video game themed gimmicks. Yeah, great idea, high fives all around. So the Colonel was a toy maker named Basil Nerblin, who worked for a toy corporation and hated his job. He dresses up as one of his toy creations, Captain Computron, seeking revenge from the owner of the toy company, until Flash fights him off. But he literally puts the Flash into a video game, or rather reassembles him into living electronic impulses. Yeah, And at 3 we have the Flash versus the Top. Speaking of stupid villains, here we have one named the Top that the Flash first encountered in 1961. The Top is a petty crook who liked spinning tops, and he taught himself how to spin real fast to deflect bullets. He tries to blackmail the world, because that's apparently a thing you can do, with an atomic top that, when it slows down, will destroy half of the world. He imprisons the Flash inside of it, but that's cool because then the Flash vibrates out of it. But that's not the end of the Top. How does he die? Well, his brain cells are destroyed by being in close proximity to the Flash's super speed vibrations, which hardcore injures his brain. But that's not where the story ends, oh no. He plants a bunch of bombs around Central City, prepares a recording where he talks about his terminal condition, and then tries to coax other people into defusing the bombs, which has to be done by gathering them and stacking them on top of each other. Cause yeah, that sounds like a plan that won't cause them to explode at all. Flash eventually stops the bomb from exploding, but that doesn't make this whole scenario any less dumb. And at 2, we've got the cosmic treadmill. Once upon a time during the Silver Age, the Flash decided that the best means of cosmic time travel was to use a device so powerful that it could send him into the future. Good idea. But what kind of device would be capable of that? Why, a cosmic treadmill would do the trick. So the cosmic powered treadmill kind of just looks like a regular treadmill, but jazzier. Yeah. He used it to time travel in a storyline called The Conquerors of Time, and while at first readers probably just kinda shrugged it off, this damn thing kept coming back. So what can it do? Well, it travels between multiple Earths, it apparently works by generating vibrations that shifts the user into a specific time, and it's super precise too. It does need someone super fast to run on it though to make it function. And the best part? Its origins are never explained. But why would they be? Cause you know, that's not how the Silver Age worked, friends. And at number 1, that time Superman raced him because the UN wanted it. Oh come on DC, the Flash does one goddamn thing and you're gonna let Superman almost emasculate him because Superman just has to be good at everything? So in 1967, in Superman number 199, the UN decides that, hey, let's get the Flash and Superman to race. Yeah, great idea. So they invite the two heroes to the office of the Secretary General, and the Flash and Superman are all like, well, what can we do for you, sir? And the Secretary General says, I called you here to make an important request of you. Yeah, we'll be glad to help the UN in any way, sir. And then the Secretary General is like, good, then you will not mind running a race. Cause, you know, the UN doesn't have better shit should be doing. So they run the race and it's a tie. Rad. But that wasn't the end of that. DC had them race again in the Flash 175 in the exact same year, with the results being a tie again. And then this happened again and again and again in later comics. And the Flash usually won, but barely, including one time where Jay Garrick won because he cheated. I mean, good though. Show the Man of Steel who's boss, Garrick. That's it, guys. Know of any other hilarious dumb Flash moments we should include on our next list? Let us know in those comments below. But for now, make sure you hit those like and subscribe buttons, and make sure you hit that bell notification so you never miss another nerdy list. I've been Kelly Pally for Top 10 Nerd, and I will catch you guys in the next one.